Good afternoon. I'm Brandon Dawkins with the Trussville Tribune. Well, as we've told you, we're going to do a series of interviews with mayoral candidates in our area. We've got municipal elections coming up in August, and we're going to be sitting down and talking with the candidates who are running for mayor in Trussville and Pinson and Clay. And today we have Dr. Anthony Montalto with us. Anthony is currently a president of the Trussville City Council, and he's been on the City Council for a number of years, and now he's decided to throw his hat in the ring for Trussville Mayor. Anthony, welcome.
Thank you, Brandon. Glad to be here.
And thanks for coming today. Well, let's talk about, for viewers who don't know, give us your background, how long you've been on the council and serving the city of Trussville in that capacity.
Okay, well, I'm in the 7th year of my second term. Okay. Glad to be a part of the council. I came to Trussville back in 1978. I was hired to be a teacher at Trussville Junior High. So I've been fortunate to be a part of this community for 38 years. And Trussville was great then, and it's great now. So just, I'm running for mayor because I'm concerned about the next 40 to 50 years. And the next 4 to 8 years are going to be such a pivotal time for the future of Trussville. We've seen what's happened to communities around us, and it happens so quickly. And as mayor, I think I can lay the groundwork to make sure that our community is able to withstand some of the things that have happened around us and continue being the great city that we've all come to love.
Well, you have, once you announced, you did lay out a pretty specific plan that you want to focus on if elected mayor of Trussville. So let's talk about that plan and what the highlights of that plan are.
Okay. Well, I'm going to develop a strategic plan, and I'm going to go around and talk to as many people in the community as I can in putting together this plan. I want us to be able to lay out for the next 5 years, what do we want to accomplish and how are we going to accomplish it? You know, people want to know, when is my street going to be repaved? Policemen want to know, when are we getting new cars? Well, if we put all that stuff in writing and have it there for everybody to see, then we'll know exactly what's going to happen. Also included in that will be an economic plan that shows the type of growth that we're going to try to recruit and what we see for the future of Trussville.
Do you feel like that growth needs to be managed in a particular way because it is we're growing quickly?
It is growing quickly, and we've learned some lessons from the past. We've got to be proactive and recruit the type of business that we want here. If we wait for somebody to come in and bring a permit for something that we may not want, then there's really not a whole lot we can do about it. But if we're proactive and we work with the local property owners, they know what kind of vision we have, they know what we're looking for, then I think we can have the type of businesses here that we all want.
Now, part of your plan, correct me if I'm wrong, did it touch on the school system as well?
Right. We want to continue working with the leaders of the Trussville City school system. I have a history there and a love for the city school system. I think it's one of the wisest decisions this city has made in forming their own school system. It couldn't be any better right now. We've got great leadership, we've got great teachers, we've got great kids, and the parents are so supportive. And we've always had that, and we need that to continue because that's so important to the future development of this city.
We kind of skipped over it before, but you mentioned that you have a career as an educator. For viewers that don't know, kind of give them, though, your background in education.
Okay, I began teaching at Hewitt Junior High in 1978. I was there 4 years and went over to Pinson Valley for 3 years, and then back to Trussville for the next 20 or so years. I was here when there was early discussion about forming our school system, and I was here when we actually formed our system. When we did form, I went from being principal at Hewitt Trussville Middle School to being a director of support services. In that role that I served for 4 years, I was able to be involved in the building projects of the new high school, the new field house, the additions and renovations at the current middle school and the old high school. I think those are things that are very important and provided me with some experience that I'll need as mayor of the Trussville when we decide on future building projects for our city.
Let's shift our focus back to downtown. We have mentioned that we have a lot of growth in Trussville. There's a lot of potential for growth. That growth can start in the heart of a city. And we do have a downtown redevelopment board that has been working for several years. And we have some foundational work going on downtown with water lines and I think gas lines so that we can expand and do some other things to grow our downtown area. But what is going to be on the horizon that residents who don't necessarily know all that information that they are going to see some changes downtown?
Well, when people hear of Trussville, they hear how wonderful it is out here. And when they come out and they see our neighborhoods and they see our schools, they're just so impressed. But when we take them to downtown Trussville, there's a little disappointment there. We can make things happen there quickly just by fixing up sidewalks, curbs and gutters, fixing the facade on the buildings that are currently there can make a big difference in the way downtown Trussville looks. Our Downtown Redevelopment Authority was put into place a couple of years ago, and we've got great people on that authority, and they love Trussville just like we do, and they want to see things down there that makes that a very walkable area. We've got the project area just right here close by. We've got a school going up in that area, and with new businesses there that cater to those people that can walk down there, a candy shop, a bakery, a coffee shop, those are the things that we envision being down there. And the city has recently acquired some property there that's going to make it easy to allow more parking and improve the roads through there so that we can actually cut through on Chalkville Road and come out there at the True Value grocery store. And that'll release some of the traffic on Highway 11 and just make it more accessible to get into that area. Also on the Braden's corner, you know, the Braden is going out of business here after many, many years providing great business here for Trussville. But when that happens, then that building will be torn down. That'll allow us to improve the street and sidewalk right there on that corner and have some control over what develops in that area in the future. And working with the Downtown Redevelopment, all of us working together, we can come up with some great ideas.
So we are going to start to see some physical changes.
Yes, and hopefully sooner than later.
Okay. Well, Anthony, thank you so much for spending your time with us this afternoon. I know there's a lot of months ahead before this election, and we're gonna see you out and about campaigning a lot, I imagine.
I'm gonna be out there a lot. You know, people get used to seeing me. I'm gonna come up and talk about what I've got in mind, and I certainly want to hear from the people of Trussville and what they've got in mind. My campaign slogan is taking Trussville forward, and that's what we want to do. We love Trussville, but we want it to be even better.
Well, thanks so much, and we will be catching up with you along between now and August. And again, we will continue to have these types of sit-down conversations with mayoral candidates in the cities in our area, and we hope that they are helpful to you. For the Trussville Tribune, I'm Brandon Dawkins.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you.